and I'm joined today by mission representatives from NASA, the University of Arizona, and Lockheed Martin. We're broadcasting today from inside a hangar at the Army's Dugway Proving Ground in central Utah. And 24 days from now, in the high mountain desert of the Utah Test and Training Range, several miles behind us, the OSIRIS-REx mission will deliver to Earth America's first ever sample from an asteroid. The mission team earlier today completed a drop test with a replica sample return capsule. And today they will share details of that test in addition to details of the final preparations toward the sample return, the climax of a 7-year journey from the 2016
to a never-before-seen like Bennu.
Recovering the capsule with 4 helicopters that deploy our recovery team. First, to ensure the area around the landing is safe and secure. And then the recovery team approaches the capsule to prepare it for transport back to a clean room, temporary clean room that we've assembled here at the range. This takes quite a bit of processing on the ground before the capsule is ready to be transported. Human safety, as you're going to hear from me in a bit, is our #1 priority. So we make sure that the capsule itself is ready for transport, prepare it, put it in a cargo net, and transport it back under a long line via helicopter to a building you saw this afternoon with a temporary clean room embedded in it. We land under that long line, and the capsule itself gets transported into the building and into the clean room itself for disassembly, and ultimately, as you'll hear, transport to our curation facility. We're very excited about this process, but let me tell you a little bit about what precedes the reentry. We have a major decision just 4 hours in advance of when that capsule enters the Earth's atmosphere. That's whether the spacecraft will release the capsule or not. That decision is based on 3 criteria.
Collector
rather than just one. And what you are looking forward to seeing.
and then we have laboratories.
Spacecraft.
Device, basically kind of an air filter. Snowflakes made out of rock and metal and sulfur and organic materials, ices that accrete together. They grow into asteroids and they grow into planets. So the asteroids that we have in our solar system today, they're left over from this earliest stage of solar system history. We're literally looking at geologic materials that formed before the Earth even existed, right? I call these like the grandfather rocks, the ones that really represent our origins and where we came from. And I know they've just been waiting for 4.5 billion years to get into that sample return capsule, get down to the Utah desert, safely get to the amazing facility that our colleagues at Johnson Space Center have put together. And Kevin talked about protecting, making sure they're pristine, but a big part of the job is also getting that material out to the scientific community. This is a gift to the world. We have laboratories on 4 continents, 16 time zones, hundreds of researchers, over 60 laboratories that have been getting ready to get this material, and we are ready to begin the final science campaign of the OSIRIS-REx Prime mission. So with that, I'll turn it back over to Patrick.
Excellent. Thank you for wrapping that up, Dante. Thank you to all the panelists. Let's get to some questions. Again, in the room here, please raise your hand if you have a question. Sophia will get a microphone around to you. And if I don't see any off the bat, here we go, up here, Sophia. And for those on the phone, please press star 1 to get in the queue. We will get to you shortly. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Yu Inoguchi for Kyodo News, Japanese news agency. My question is, you are going to exchange the samples with JAXA or Hayabusa 2 team. And what is, would you please explain a little bit about the importance of studying 2 similar but different asteroids rather than just one? And what you are looking forward to seeing through the international cooperation? Thank you.
I think I'll start. Maybe Melissa might want to say something as well. But I want to say we've had an amazing partnership with our Japanese colleagues and the Hayabusa 2 mission. We recognized early on that we were much stronger together and that the science return was going to be exponentially larger by having these 2 asteroids to compare and contrast with each other. So the Hayabusa 2 mission went to an asteroid named Ryugu. It actually looks a lot like Bennu. It's got that, what we call the spheroidal or spinning top shape, these fluids made out of rocks and gravel. And we exchanged lessons learned. We worked together defining our science programs. Rich and I and colleagues went out to visit JAXA to talk to them about how their sampling events went and take that information back to us. And already the Ryugu samples have provided amazing insights into the origin of the solar system. And I'll say, when I saw what Hayabusa 2 brought back, I was like, okay, that's really similar to the kind of material we have, but spectrally these asteroids look very different. So it actually made me think, well, what exactly are we bringing back? We might be bringing back something we haven't seen in our meteorite collections, and actually that's what I'm really getting excited about. Maybe, Melissa, you want to talk about the interagency cooperation?
Absolutely. And as I mentioned before,